In two competitive news, submitted by Gold Tings.
Like this.
Oh yeah.
I like gold.
Tings. Two girls wound up in the hospital after doing a squat challenge.
What's that?
So these two
many
girls from
squats?
China, one of them is a 19-year-old. She said that she decided to do a squat challenge with her friend, and so they set up a FaceTime call, and they just started doing squats.
They are competitive.
And they were both so competitive that they wouldn't stop. And one of the girls said that she thinks that they might have done over 1,000 squats by the time they finally decided to stop, and they don't tell me which one won.
That's a fuck.
But the next day, she said that she couldn't really walk, and she was like, that's normal, I'm just sore, I did so many
They
squats.
just fucking do squats out of nowhere. Like, they don't even work out every day.
That's funny.
And they're just like, fuck it, we need to lose weight. Squat challenge.
Well, they don't report the backstory in the squat challenge.
I like to hope that it was that.
She thought that was normal, and then the next day, her legs were still sore, but she went to work as usual, and then she didn't realize how serious the situation was until the morning of the third day when she woke up and she was unable to bend at the knees. And then, so she somehow got to the restroom and she went to go pee, and she noticed that her urine was the color of black tea.
Oh, that's internal bleeding.
She learned from the army that that's a sign of serious problems in your body, and so she was rushed to the hospital where they diagnosed her with rhabdomyolysis. Sorry, I butchered that. But it's a life-threatening condition that's caused by the death of muscle fibers. And so they release their contents into the bloodstream, and that could lead to life-threatening complications like renal failure. And so all that stuff gets concentrated in the urine.
That's crazy.
Wait, how did it happen though? Just you do too many squats and you die?
Yeah, you don't do too many
That's
squats.
your cause of death? Too many squats.
It was the death of muscle fibers
Yeah.
because she went too hard. Yeah.
What's the point where they normally die?
There's no actual threshold. It's just how trained you are. So it's like if you never ran, and if you just ran like a triple marathon, you probably die too. Just like if you're not like a free diver and you just try to hold your breath for 6 minutes, you probably die. If they were trained up to that point, like if you've been practicing holding your breath for a minute and then 2 minutes and 3 minutes, yeah, you could probably go free dive and hold your breath for 5 minutes. I think for them, they probably never did it. So 1,000 squats is a lot to them, but to someone that squats all the time, it might not even be that
I
much.
didn't even know that your muscle fibers could die.
Dude, I didn't even know you could die from drinking too much water, but that happened to some chick a couple years ago.
Yeah, water poisoning.
Yeah.
So then she ended up calling her friend, and then it turns out that the friend also had to be admitted to the hospital.
What? So they're just
Same
in the
thing.
hospital together?
Yeah, so here's one photo
Holy fuck.
that they are posting with the story.
What's crazy about it is they're like, I shouldn't have done no 1,000 squats.
I love how colorful the hospital is.
Maybe it's her personal blanket.
That looks like a hospital bed. Look at that.
It looks comfortable.
I mean, her personal blanket.
Oh.
Yeah, because some people take their own blankets and their own pillows to the hospital.
That's so comfortable. Probably smells like mothballs though.
Yeah.
Is she gonna be okay?
Yeah, she's gonna be okay, but they are reporting that type of.
How do you even cure that?
You just relax.
Oh, from that point?
Yeah.
That I don't know. I've known a couple athletes that have reached that point, and they're extremely well-trained athletes, but if they still went past their threshold, and you can still get it. It's a result of overtraining.
Do the fibers grow back?
Yeah, they recover. But it's just at that point, like let's say, so your body burns glucose for energy. It gets to a point where like you already burn all of your caloric reserves, and then now you're still training, so it still needs to get energy from somewhere, so it starts breaking down like your muscles and stuff.
So that's where muscle fibers die, is that after it burns all the glucose, it goes to your
It'll start eating away at it, yeah. But then if you start doing like in high amounts, then this is what happens.
Yeah, they're saying that it's the breakdown of muscle tissue that releases a damaging protein to the blood. And then the treatment is early treatment with aggressive fluid replacement reduces the risk of kidney damage. So it's like IV fluids.
That's crazy.
Dude, was there anything about cocaine mentioned here?
I know,
How the fuck you
Yeah,
do
did they not
1,000
drink
squats,
water? Did
Just
they
mention that
not eat
they're
food?
aggressively
Like,
competitive.
Yeah, to work up to 1,000, that's a lot. Maybe you could
They
start
both
at
did coke, bro.
100 maybe.
and then they probably fasted too while they were doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
Come
we
on.
gotta lose weight, girl.
And get a butt. We gotta lose weight and get a butt.
Do you think they got a butt the next morning though?
That'd be funny. All their muscle fibers died, but they got a butt.
They got a perfect heart-shaped ass.
I think the ass got smaller from getting burnt down.
Oh shit.
It deflated.
Do you know how, I don't know if you guys feel this, but when you watch a movie and like you see some guy getting his arm chopped off, like your arm just feels weak and you're just like, ow, my arm.
Yeah.
So by reading this story, my entire body, because I actually worked out, be proud of me. I did 2 workouts in one day.
You got muscle fatigue now?
Yeah, so no. So I'm really sore all over. I woke up sore as fuck, but reading this story.
You did 2 workouts in one day?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I did, what did I do? I did
Curls and calves?
No, I did a bar class.
Okay.
Are you being
And-
sarcastic?
Yeah.
And I did aerial yoga.
What the fuck is that?
It was so much fun.
I wanted to try
It's
that.
like My Little Mermaid yoga?
What's bar class?
It's hard, right?
So bar, it's like dance. Bar is dance, Pilates,
with-
yoga, and ballet.
But you have that bar that you put on and no?
No, it's like you hold the bar, like a ballet.
Oh, the ballet bar. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it's just a lot of body weight stuff.
That's dope.
And then the aerial yoga, it's like with the silks.
Yeah.
And then like my arms are sore as fuck because you had to hold on, and it was really fun.
The silk made you sore?
Yeah.
Oh, you're holding up your body weight.
It's like a circus show.
I thought she was holding a scarf and her arms got tired.
I bought it.
It's a hanging silk.
It's a relaxing workout though.
I heard it's really hard.
It was really hard.
Wait, get back to your point.
I did. I already said my point.
That
The
she
fact
felt
that-
shooting it, so you felt it.
No, I just feel extra like sore, even though I'm sore already.
So she's
I
like,
just feel
maybe it's
extra
happening to me.
Got it. Yeah, so I'm like, fuck, am I getting this crazy
What is that
protein?
called? Like phantom pain or some shit?
It's called
Empathy pain.
Empathy pain.
Pain?
well, it's also you could be what Nikki has, which is where you
Empath?
what's no what's the
Autistic?
word?
Highly sensitive people.
Yes, highly sensitive people. Well, no. Also, too, the thing where you think that everything's gonna kill you.
Oh, hypochondria.
Hypochondriac. That's Nikki.
Really? I don't see you like that. Yeah, because I talk myself out of it. I have like I have an emotional side and a logical side, and the logical one's always like, hey, you don't need this. Just let's calm down. Then let's walk it through. And the emotional side's like, no, I'm gonna die. And then like to the public, I'm like, nah, I got the logic. I got it handled. I'll calm her down.
Like recently, she thought she was gonna die because she swallowed a little bit of glass.
Yeah, well,
Well, which makes sense.
there's a lot of Reddit stories.
Why are you
about-
swallowing glass?
I didn't mean to. So my
I don't think she ever means to.
How did that happen? What the
okay, so like the Tupperware, I have all the glasses stacked because it's like glass Tupperware, and then I guess one chipped off into the other one, and so when I put food into that,
How big
that,
is the chip?
I think they were small. They're
That's okay.
Oh, little slivers?
yeah.
It's like eating sand.
But like I was reading about people that swallow
It's that,
small
it's
shards.
that emotional side of you that's fucking you over because that's when you go and research this shit.
Yeah.
And then that's when you get.
and then it hypes it all up. Yeah.
Damn, I think I'm never gonna die. That's crazy.
You don't research stuff like that?
No,
he
not
literally
really.
feels he's not gonna die though.
Like if I got mud water in my mouth, I'm like, dope, extra minerals.
Wow.
You're always super optimistic.
Very positive.
See, I used to be like that, and then I got so many random things. Like when we went to Mexico and I got the like hookworm in my foot. Like, what? Who gets hookworm?
What's hookworm?
It's like you can get it from walking barefoot in like certain countries. And
It's like a parasite that goes in your foot.
And she had to get like a medication to get rid of it.
Is that like ringworm?
kind of, yeah.
It's not like a real worm. It's like a fungus or whatever.
Yeah.
It was in Tulum that you got it?
Either Tulum or Costa Rica. They were back to back, so I don't know exactly which, and I was barefoot in both of those. But yeah, like I didn't think about any of that. I'm like living my carefree life, and then I get back and I have hookworm, and then I go to the dermatologist and they're like, you didn't get this here in America. And I was like, no, I think I was traveling. And they're like, we've never even seen this. And they had to go to their textbooks, and then they had to look it up, and they're like, yeah, we think it is that.
Go to books. They couldn't
And I'm a hypochondriac, but then I'm right a lot of times.
Dude, you know how many people told this bitch that she wasn't losing weight because she's not burning enough calories or whatever, and she's like, no, you don't understand. Like, I'm not even eating that much. Like, I've been working out, like all this shit. And then she's like, her obsessive fucking crazy mind
There's something going on in there.
found this thing that she has been diagnosed with now called
Candida?
SIBO. And it's like a gut health thing that
SIBO?
SIBO, and it's a gut health thing that makes her bloat out if she has certain foods
Do you
because
think
there's a
it's like
bacteria.
the secret kind of thing where like you like the law of attraction or whatever, how you just like putting it out there even though you don't want it.
It's like
but
a
you're
it's like a
attracting it.
reverse secret because I'm like living my life and then I get some shit and I'm like, oh no, is this? And then I look it up and I'm like, oh shit, I maybe have this. And then they're like, yeah, you do.
Oh, shit.
She started doing this SIBO diet and she got rid of all of her bloat in like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So you're not gassy in the stomach anymore?
I was never gassy. I think that was the problem. Is that like
You're not farting?
never came out? Yeah, like no, there was
Maybe
no.
if
So you just feel bloat.
Yeah.
You're trying to fart, but it doesn't come out?
Yeah, I never farted.
No, she would see bloat. There's crazy.
I'd see bloat. Like I was
That
like
just means
6 months pregnant looking.
That just means that you're good at deduction. That's all it is.
See?
She's very good at figuring shit out.
Yeah.
See, I have
And then
the
you take
logic
time
and the emotion.
Right, so you balance it out. Because the emotional side is like, oh shit, I gotta handle this now.
Yeah.
Whereas like someone like maybe Bart will be like, I got cancer, schmancer. You know, you just wait until it's like, oh shit, now I gotta take it seriously.
Yeah, because it's like the emotional side's like I'm gonna die, and then this was like, wait, let's figure it out.
And then you actually go into the science of it.
Yeah.
Versus like maybe someone going, hey, I think it's an evil spirit. And you're like, oh really? Well, fuck, I better go do my motherfucking Hail Marys then, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit.
I still do my Hail Marys. I just like looked up symptoms and then looked at like,
WebMD?
things it could possibly do. Yeah, WebMD, and like they have some gnarly ones where I'm like, okay, I don't think it's that. Let's not go to the crazy one, but it could be this. Sometimes I've had ones that are like, it could be a heart attack or it could be this really benign thing that nothing happens.
Oh, that chest thing.
Yeah, the
What's it called?
costochondritis.
How do you remember that?
We talked about it before. Go watch that video. But yeah,
I'm always like,
they have the
wow.
same exact symptoms. So I'm like, I better go. And then they're like, they did the EKG thing, and then they're like, nah, you have the other one.
Dang.
I just wish you could line up every single person who told you you weren't burning enough calories or whatever in a room, and then show them. You're like, I fucking had SIBO, you bitches. You know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
People
We're so
always
petty
think
like
it's
that, I
the
love it.
easy fix.
Yeah.
That's all they think.
Everyone's an expert.
Yep.
Everyone's a fucking expert.
Everyone's an expert. I love
on other people's bodies, even though they don't fucking know.
Yep.